got your girl Maya,
Kayleen,
and Nikki.
and this is Gay Life times 3. And let me tell you, today is basically our, like, what did you call it, Nikki? It's mine and Kayleen's, like,
Our
closure video.
yes.
Toxic detox. It is a very controversial topic that has been, everyone gets called toxic, but there's real, like, where you need to cut that off. And, when do you do that? When is it right? So that's what
let's take a shot. Season finale time, bitches.
Yes, this is our season finale.
Dale, 1, 2, y 3.
Oh, wait.
I already did it, bitch. I'll do it again.
Oh. Okay.
Cheers.
And again, cheers.
Ooh.
That's what you get, Kay. You had to do too. I got this too.
Oh, you got Bacardi?
Keep on hooking me. Keep on hooking me, Kay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'm a whiskey girl.
I'd rather do dark than white.
Y'all,
I'm sorry, light
jump
makes
right
me
in. Let's jump right in. See, I'm not a toxic person, so this isn't my closure, I just tell you bitches goodbye, and that is it.
Yeah.
I can start this off, actually. I can start this off. Since I don't, and this is for y'all. So y'all tell me, when you have this toxic person, what makes you want to you gone, bitch?
Man, personally, I feel like it's a personal, like, preference. It's what you can basically tolerate, how much you can tolerate from a person. Me, talk as much stuff you want about me. Cool. I low-key see how you are. If we do end up becoming friends, our friendship will no longer be the same. But once you bring in someone that I love, that's when I cut you off. That's when it's done. Because what for? What for?
Yeah.
There's no reason.
Yeah.
At that point, it just becomes like, where's your loyalty? Where's your mind at? Because low-key, I feel like you've been feeling some type of way this whole entire time. Good to know.
That is true. That is true. What about you, Kay?
Yeah. So with me, honestly, like, I feel like this year I have, in a sense, matured in a different, way.
And you're a married woman now,
when you get married, you become an adult. It just comes with the territory.
I think
I'm still gonna be ratchet.
But I feel like I've been so quick to cut off a lot of people, which I'm okay with, honestly, because I feel like in the past I would just give chance after chance after chance after chance, and it just bite me in the ass over and over and over. So I've come to terms that it's okay to cut whoever I need to cut with. I mean, I give them not a warning, I give them an explanation. This is why I don't want to no longer fuck with you. And this is it, and I think it was hard at first because I'm a type of person that, like, I don't want to say I care about what people think, but I'm a caring person. So I'm a mama bear, and, like, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
When you love your friends that turn into family, it's hard not to be that way. I get that way with my friends too. I'll be damned.
Yeah,
but if you can't defend my name when I'm out that room, you is not a friend.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I'm telling you, I have cut off people that, like, I would have over for dinner every weekend, or taking family trips with, or
I do have a toxic story.
I feel like once you start acting funny and you cannot communicate across what's bothering you, but you want to continue to act funny and petty, like, okay, that's the end of our friendship. Because I feel like I'm a very good friend, and for you to act like that, I'm not
Yes.
I'm not entertaining it. I'm not
It
entertaining.
hurts you. It hurts me more than it hurts you because I treated you 100. I
Mhm.
cared for you, and you just trying to
Exactly.
backstab me in the back, bitch, boys.
Mhm.
You know what I hate? Honestly, what I hate is when people try to downplay your friendship when they like and the things that you've done for them and when you were there for them. They try to downplay that shit because they know they're wrong. So they're trying to make up an excuse for their actions. Like, no,
Mhm.
bro, you have no reason to be acting like that. Like you're ridiculous for no reason.
Low-key hating.
Unprovoked.
Yeah.
Like that's ugh.
Well, now it's not really a question, but this is kind of like, let's all go around, and I can like start it. Let's all go around and actually say one or what. I only have one, but if you guys have more than one, feel free. But what made you be like, this person's toxic? I don't want them in my life. So I mean, in the beginning, I did say like, oh no, I don't. I just cut them off, whatever. But then when she was like, no, when I cut them off and this and that, it's like when Kay was talking, I was like, wait, I did that to somebody.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, now I get it. And that's when I was like, I took all the air in my room. And I was just like, I remember. So there's this situation, and this is why I no longer like to introduce friends to my other friends.
Okay.
So there's a situation that I really cared for this person. Like, I gave them a roof over their head, and they just did me dirty at the end. Like, it was really bad. And I introduced them to another really close friend of mine. And in the process, she was just going to be, we were all hanging out together, right? All hanging out together. I don't mind if you hang out just y'all two, but don't make it like a regular thing on purpose not to hang out with me. So like, I'm good to do your nails. I'm good to come over when you need a ride because I'm always the one that had a stable house. I'm good for all of that, right? But I'm not good when you want to hang out. Then it came to a point that she was like talking in both of our ears of me and my friend, and thank God me and her are friends again. Like, she's a great friend. I never wanted to lose her. So I'm glad we got to like talk about it, and we're getting it back, but obviously it's not the same. You have to win it back because that girl was just in both of our ears, and it just got really toxic to the point that I cut that bitch off. Like, I don't give a damn if you are in the streets, need a ride. I can keep on driving like I don't know you. And that's sad because I'm that friend that will stop what I am doing to make sure you are good. I'm that friend that even if I'm having a mental breakdown and you are having a mental breakdown, I will put my shit aside to make sure you're good. But can't nobody do that to me? Like, oh, I can pick you up to go cruise and smoke some weed, and I'm the great friend, right? But when Nicole needs that, I'm busy.
I'm
Oh, I
busy.
can't. Or I have problems too, bitch. You got a problem every single day. What the fuck?
Yes.
Your life cannot be that hard. First of all, you never pay your own motherfucking bills. You always need a partner to pay your bills. You can't take care of your household. You can't take care of feed your family. So
Yeah.
what is you do? Why was I holding you so long? I can't carry trash. I'm sorry. And
Basically,
I hope you see
boo,
this
at that time you needed to get your life.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I can carry my own baggage. I don't need hers too.
That's
Yeah, I know.
you bring up a good point when you said that, like, you know, you would put your feelings aside to deal with other people's, because that was one of the major things that I learned this year. Like, I feel like since I had my baby, like, I dealt with postpartum, like I went through depression, I went through all this stuff, and
That
like,
shit's real. And COVID in the process. Like,
yes,
And that's a depression in itself.
yes,
you made us
and
hang out
like,
with people we don't even like.
and the only person that knew was obviously my husband, because he was helping me with it. But like, I would put my freaking feelings aside for people to come over and drink, because my house was the house to kick it at. And like, once I start putting my foot down, like, because legit I would have to drop, like, and then I was working 2 jobs in school, and it's like, I have too much fucking going on to be dealing with other people's bullshit, because people would call me in the middle of the fucking night knowing that I work 3rd shift, or people would expect me,
He didn't care. Yes.
people would be blowing me up at work and expect me to like leave work and come save their ass. And it's like, No, 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 no,
What is
no.
this? Captain Save-A-Hole season?
Yeah,
Yes, girl,
like
that was
you guys
real.
you guys do not do the same for me. Not that I would put anybody in that situation because I respect other people's boundaries and families and stuff.
And
But
sleep
like,
schedules.
yeah, I'm telling you, but it's like none of the people that I had around me at that time, not once did they fucking ask me like, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how's your mental health? Hey, do you need anything? Hey, do you want me to cook for you? Hey, let's go out and nothing. It was always me. It was always me.
I
And
feel
then
you on that.
girl, so I'm just like, and I was considered a bitch when I just started. I'm like, I'm done. Don't call me for this, don't call me for that, don't nothing. And then they're like, oh, Kayleen's sticking up now, Kayleen's talking back, blah blah blah. And I'm
As
like,
she should.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, because I'm setting boundaries and I'm not
That's
dealing with
fucked
these
up
fucking people.
though, because then they know if they're making that comment, they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
That's fucked
and
up.
they didn't care.
And it's a good thing you cut them off because fuck them. Excuse my
Yeah.
language if I'm not allowed to say that word.
This
but
is
like,
an adult show, okay?
like, man, it's I don't like that. The hearing that makes me very angry because me and Kayleen have been friends for a long time. I've been there when she's through her ups and downs, when she went through a relationship, a breakup. I've been there for her. And it breaks my heart that like I'm so far away from y'all because I'm sorry, y'all friends back home, you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. Because if I was there, my bitches would be with me constantly. Like I would make sure
No, for real though. Mariah be getting so mad when I vent to her sometimes. And she's like, oh, they're gonna miss some man.
Yes, like what is wrong with y'all? It's so easy to be a good person and a good friend. Like,
and
it's
I
not
don't
that
even ask
hard.
for much, bro. Like, I'm that type of friend that if I was that type of friend that would be going the extra fucking mile. And all I ask you is to come over. That's it. I'm like,
me
just
and
come
Nikki,
over.
literally, like even Kayleen, we've done it where we had girls' nights. We would order some fucking food, drinks, and let our kids go cray cray and just crack the fuck up, enjoy our time, like just sitting there. We don't need to go and do lavishing things and go out clubbing, like sitting in the presence of each other and just like chilling. That helps a friend. It really freaking does.
It really
does.
It doesn't have to be
does.
the who does the biggest gesture. No, it's the one who
it's
actually
not
like,
about that. Don't listen. Listen here. You don't. You don't need to spend money on me, baby. I've never asked anyone in my life to spend any dime on me. Okay.
We jump in. Okay, yeah.
Never in life. So it irritates me when people try to make it seem like it's about money. Like, no. I don't need you to. We can hang out at my house. We don't need to go to the club. We don't need to go down some fancy boat.
I got food at home. I got alcohol at home. What you want to cook?
I got good music. I got the music I like, you like. We can just be our own little DJs. Like,
Or she'll put you into these witch shows
and shit. Like,
What? Or she does these witch shows to be like, oh, you need to watch it. Like, oh no, I don't watch that, and then I'm hooked.
I do that to her a lot. She'll be like, no, I don't want to watch that show. And I'm like, no. You'll like it. And then I'll get her, she's like, but the one show I cannot get her to keep watching because she likes it so much that it hurts her heartstrings. Grey's Anatomy.
No, because how is it fucking Meredith? Okay,
Meredith, not Meredith.
She came in. I don't know if there's any Grey's Anatomy fans out there, but she came in on the episode where George O'Malley died. So yes, it's gonna break her heart. So yeah, it sucks. Like, I'm sorry.
And then she says, "Oh, this is like this. Why do you do this to yourself? You're putting yourself in this emotional state. Why?"
Grey's Anatomy is one of those shows that if you really just want to sit there and just like be in your feelings a little bit with a glass of wine. Right?
There's a few
if the first 10 seconds make you cry, keep on moving.
The most recent seasons are more boring to me, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I love all the seasons all the way up until like, I don't like Maggie. I'm sorry. You cannot replace Lexi. Yeah, you can't. That's the number one sister.
Maggie's right here.
You can, this Maggie is very annoying. Like she drives me crazy. So once
This
she
Maggie
came in, and then
shoots.
she started dating Avery after Kepner, and Avery got a divorce, and she was Kepner's like best friend. Yeah, no, I don't like you.
Oh
Bitch.
hell no, bitch.
No,
No,
I don't like
bitch.
you.
Not Kepner's friend. Hell no.
That's toxic. That's toxic.
Listen. Okay, so then I have a question. We talked about, cutting friends off, but I personally feel like toxic is toxic, no matter if it's family or friends. So have you cut off family before? Would you, if not, would you, or are you like, no, family's family, I could never do that?
Okay, so I promised a certain person I wasn't gonna bring up this topic, so I'm not really gonna dig deep into this topic, but hell yeah. Like, I'm sorry, there's certain boundaries that even as a family member, you need to respect and not cross. And people just think, oh, they still look at me because I'm the youngest, okay? And I'm so respectful of everybody because I was raised right. My dad raised me right. My mama helped. But my daddy's like values and shit is core of me. And he raised me right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't disrespect people, but at a certain point, like I'm a grown ass adult. You are not going to talk to me like that. And you're not going to put me in predicaments that make me feel like I am uncomfortable. Because at a certain point in time, guess what? I got a car and I got some keys and I also live across the country. I don't got to see you ever again. So it's real easy to cut that off. Like
I feel you.
You need to respect boundaries even as family members. Like you can't just be like, oh, I'm your mom, or oh, I'm your auntie, or I'm your grandma. Like, no, that does not matter. That does not give you the right to disrespect me or to put me in a predicament that makes my values come into question. It makes my character come into question with anybody.
Yeah.
Especially those that I care near, like who are real close to my heart. I never like, I don't care about what anyone thinks, but when it comes down to certain people of my like close knit family and close friends, yes, I do care. I am a certain way. I have values. I am all about loyalty. So if someone questions my loyalty, I get really offended. Like, don't question my loyalty because I will rock for anyone as long as you're rocking for me. I'll rock for you. So if you're questioning my loyalty, think about what you did first.
Yeah, and that's why me and Mariah are friends again. Because I rocked her name when she wasn't around. I sure the hell did defend it.
She defended me like it was nothing. And low key, like even when me and Nikki kind of, because of a certain situation, we kind of like, we didn't fall out, but I needed to detach myself because she was still with someone, a part of a situation that I did not want no parts of. So I did not want anything to backlash at her, but I did not know someone really close to me let me know, which in turn showed me that my bitch is my bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like she defended me. So she was basically black and blue, but she also respected that I just needed to breathe for a second because I was pregnant at the time and I was going through a lot and a lot of things were just triggering me. And she understood. And when I found out the loyalty that my girl had for me, like I reached out to her instantly, like, hey, I was going cray at the time. Like I just needed space. But even when, like I told her that when I needed to take a break, I told her, I said, I fucking love you so much. Like just know that I will always love you. You always have a special place in my heart. This isn't forever. I just need like space for a second from everything that is Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was really affecting my pregnancy to where like I was so depressed. I was crying every day. So it's like,
I don't blame you.
You know, like it's just sometimes you gotta cut off family.
Yeah, and that's where I understood where she was coming from because that family is not easy to deal with. And that's where I kind of learned like this is not what kind of family I want. Like, wait a minute. How are you gonna? We have to do every single holiday together. We are a family, but we're gonna talk shit about each other for the next second. Like,
we're gonna hate each other every single day and put each other down. But hey, let's hang out like we're a cute type.
Call each other out your name and disrespect, but then you can't. No. Oh, I dislike. Let's talk about my family, okay? My family is crazy, okay? And I had to cut off a few of my blood. Like, blood.
Mhm.
Okay. And it hurt the hell out of me, but it got me stronger because if my own family can do that, the people in the streets can do that. So it just came to the point that if, like Mariah says, I am the youngest of the older generation, but I'm the first of the young generation. So I'm right in the middle. Okay.
Mhm.
So the older ones didn't think that they needed to respect me, and the younger ones didn't think they needed to respect me either. So I was like, wait a minute, hold up, like we're
Yeah.
not playing this game. Like you guys taught me, respect is earned, not given. So until
Mhm.
you learn how to give me respect, I will reciprocate. But if not, then kiss my ass. Because like they got me so mad because it's like everybody says in my family, un amigo es un peso en el bolsillo. No, not true because I always got money in my pocket. So that's not true.
Can we get
That's
an
not
English translation for those who are Spanish
yes.
impaired?
They say a
Subtitles.
friend is just $1 in your pocket. And I said,
Okay.
no, because I always got money. But I'm not gonna always have friends because I will throw them all out. I want my money to keep coming and keep rolling. So that's not something you could have used on me.
What about you, Kayleen?
Honestly, since we're talking about family, it's been a few months since I cut off one of my brothers, and we started having problems like 2 years ago, where he was just real fucking disrespectful, and I'm the oldest, mind you, and like I was always told by my mother, like, that's your brother, like, you got to be there, blah, blah, right? So I would get the guilt trip and I'd forgive him or whatever, let him back in my house over and over and over and over, right? Until like enough is enough. Like the last time he was at our house was for a cookout. Like we invited him, disregarding everything he had done prior to that. And he disrespected one of our good friends, plus my husband. And I'm like, absolutely
Wait,
not.
plus your husband, you said?
Yes.
Sterling's really
And
nice. I'm sorry. Who like what for what
I
reason?
don't even know him in flesh, and he's my girlfriend's best friend. Okay.
girl, he was upset with us. This is one problem. He was upset with us that he introduced us to this one friend. That friend is now family. Like he comes over to this day. My parents love him, blah, blah, blah. And he's mad because we still hung out with him and he wanted us to cut him off. And I'm like, he has not done anything to us. He has not disrespected us. So just because you tell me to, no, I don't work like that. So we forewarn everybody. We forewarn the friend, like, hey, my brother's coming. I tell my brother, hey, this person's coming. They know, like, I'm not surprising anybody. It's up to you. If you want to show up, right? And whatever, it turns into this big ass argument out of nowhere because it was a nice conversation. Then he got upset, tried to go up to Sterling's face and screaming in Sterling's face. Sterling got up, like, whatever. And I'm like, no, you disrespect me. So you call me all sorts of bitches and this, and that. And I let it fucking slide, but you're not doing that to my husband. And then like, that was almost 2 years ago. Sterling does not mess with him. If Sterling says hi, or at the time being, because now I do not talk to him, obviously it was because of me. Like that was my brother. He
And
was still
I respect
respectful.
the fuck out of that. And you
Oh,
do
yeah.
that because, girl, I got disrespected left and right. I was called all types of bitches and hoes and in different area codes
Yeah.
for just being me. For just being me. And not once did my ex-partner be like, don't do that. No, don't do that. No. Or she would say it there, but then when we get in the car, she'd be like, don't be talking to my family like that. And they're like, your family came to me and put their hands on me multiple times. So you lucky.
Yeah, no. I can't tell you. Let me fight him. I'll fight him. You want me to fight him?
No.
You.
We don't need to
And
know more better than that.
it was just so toxic that I finally told my mom, like, stop guilt tripping me, stop telling me to reach out, stop telling me to answer my phone, because to this day he still blows up my phone for me to come play Captain Save a Hoe. No, you are 27, 28 years old. You are a fucking adult man. Figure out your bullshit. Yeah. Figure out your bullshit. And it's he was so babied. He was so freaking babied. And that I had to tell my mom, I was like, stop. This is the reason, because he's disrespectful as hell with my mom. My mom will just not talk to him for a few months and then be, oh, it's okay. No. So now,
And that's why
like,
he thinks it's okay.
yes.
See, yeah.
So I had to not snap on my mom, but tell her, like, no, these are my boundaries. This is my house. This is my husband's house. If my husband's not comfortable, I'm not going over whatever just because of a brother that doesn't know how to respect his older sister or
Yep.
or his brother-in-law, stuff like that. So my mom, like,
Yep.
she understood now. She barely talks to him, and I'm like, I'm glad you're starting to see the toxic ass son that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sad. It really is, because you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was very spoiled and coddled. But there is no reason by the age of 25 that you're not getting your shit together. There's no fucking reason. Because at the age of 25, you should at least have something going for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I had like a lot going on when I had turned 25, but I still was doing. I had a job. I was doing what the fuck I needed to do. I was just getting out of my little like crazy early 20 phase. Like I was partying, but I still had my kids. You know what I'm saying? I was still doing that mom shit. But it was at some point, it's like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm when I tell you I'm spoiled, I say that I am an only child. Low key. I say it all the time.
She
I'm
acts
an
like she's an only child too.
And I'm the youngest of 5.
And she
So
is the
that just shows you like how spoiled. And my parents would be like, "Yep, she says it all the time. She's an only child." Like they won't even be like, "Shut up, Mariah." They'll be like, "Okay, Mariah." You know, like no, yeah. So there's no reason. I am speaking for the spoiled children out there. There's no reason for you to not have your shit together by the age of 25. You're grown as fuck.
Not only not have your shit together, but have respect.
Yes, for the person who
Your
brought
own
you into
issue is
this
your own
world.
issue. If you don't have everything straight in line to your 25, that's okay, but at least you got respect. Respect yourself and respect your people around you, especially the people who help you, the people who never disrespect you. No, don't sit around and try to tell me no different.
For real.
I can't stand, which was one of the biggest things with my brother. He would hit me up when I was a convenience for him. When I was convenient for him, like, oh, I need a place to stay, or I need this, or can you watch my kid? But do you think he offered to watch my kids? Do you think he'd offer food? Do you think this and that? No. And that's the thing though. Like I love his kid and I still see her and I still take her, but deal with the mom instead of him, because I just want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with him. But that's with friends too. Like I feel like I cannot stand people that just hit you up when it's a convenience for them.
Oh, yes, girl, talking about hit you up when it's just a convenience. Oh my God. This is juicy. So talking about toxic friends, it's not my story, but it is my story to tell because it includes me and includes my now fiance. Okay. So she had this really good friend or whatever, and they would hang out all the time. And then I came in the picture and I knew the friend too. So I thought we were all cool. I came in the picture and she just decided to cut Taylor off. And that was a really good friend. So I'm like, if that's your friend, why is she acting this way? To find out there's a little crush going on in there, but she's in her own relationship and whatever the situation. So then I left it at that. You know, I was just like, I'm not going to spend no time because whatever, leave it like that. But tell me why, for their convenience, they hit me up for random shit. Like if I got to drop everything to go help them out, like what? You don't even hit me up. You told us that if somebody doesn't show up to your wedding, we can get an invitation, but you want me to help you get your nails done? Oh no. No. That's not going to happen. Now that I'm so happy that Babe's learning this toxic shit. Because Babe is so there to please everybody and always has, like, she would always have an excuse for them. And I'm like, babe, no, that's no reason to treat you that way. If you were her friend and you're defending her in this way, bet you she's not defending you this way. She's throwing your name in the dirt. And the reason I know is because I hear that shit, because I have so many mutuals. Everybody and their mama know who the fuck I am. Okay? Everybody knows who I am. So I'm finna find out, and I'm not gonna like it. And it's to a certain extent, to the point that I just snapped. They thought I needed to drop everything, be like, oh, come over, I need to learn this for this. What? You don't hit me up. You said maybe I can come to your wedding, which I didn't even want to go in the fucking first place. I didn't know you were even getting married. That's another whole situation.
Wait, so she stopped being friends with Taylor because she's not with you, but
the reason why she stopped talking to Taylor was because Taylor didn't tell her about us. And I was the one. Exactly. I was the one who asked Taylor not to, because in the beginning, I didn't know me and Taylor, and I told this from Taylor from the beginning. You know what? I just got out of a 10-year relationship. I'm still going through the divorce. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. And it's not fair. So, I was just telling her, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out once we're ready to figure it out. Then we finally got ready to figure it out. And I told her myself, like, Taylor told her all excited. And she just like snapped on Taylor, hung up on her, and didn't talk to her again. So then Taylor told me, now I wrote her myself. I was like, just to get their friendship back to level. I've always been the mediator, because I'm never going to go in between any friendship,
Yeah.
So until you disrespect, then there's another issue. So then I was like, no, don't be mad at Taylor. It was me. I asked her. I didn't know where we were going. At the beginning, I just thought me and Taylor, we were just gonna play around and call it a day. I ended up falling in love with her, and there goes that.
And let that be at the end of the day, man.
She wasn't. She really wasn't. But whatever. But I told her, like, it has nothing to do with Taylor. It was me. Like, you knew me in my previous relationship, because she was even trying to down talk me to Taylor. Like, so much shit. So I was just like, no, that's not gonna happen. So then my best friend threw a cookout, and I seen her there. And I seen all the side eye and the side eye and the side eye. Fueke, yo fui side over there. So I went over there and I let him know, what's the problem, bro? Like, what's the issue here? Because we ain't got no problem. And I literally told you, and I said it in front of everybody, I literally told you it was my fucking situation. It's my relationship. It's my life. So if I choose not to let you in it, it's because that's how it needs to be. And if my girl respected that, you should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Right. That's
like,
weird.
all she did was respect what I asked her to do. Then they started talking again, but they only, like, she only went out once, and it was when I had plans. So then I was like, I told Taylor, I was like, okay, so she's just going to hang out with you when I'm not around. So then I left it at that. And like I said, she's getting married, and I felt bad for her because, you know, they were online saying they needed this and that. And I know a lot of fucking connections. So I was like, if you go here and here, you can get it for way cheaper. Gave her the link, gave her everything, and that still wasn't good enough. Then, so then I tried again, and then that's when the whole wedding situation came in. If somebody doesn't come, then you guys can come. Like, we're supposed to be waiting around for your wedding? No. Who are you, Queen Elizabeth? Nah, I think not. So that just pissed me the fuck off, because we were good at associates. We were good associates, and now you're just a random person in the street. Like, at that point, you disrespect me, you disrespect my girl. That's it. That's the end of the day.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So then I have a question. I've been seeing, like, I saw this podcast that I was listening to, and it was about removing toxic people, but they were saying in there, like, when I am not forced to accept your apology whenever you want to apologize. Or let's say I do accept your apology, but I'm not forced to just let you back in my life how it was before. Like, I'll do things on my own time. And I related with that so much, because it's true. Like, I feel like people think they can apologize and then it just goes back to normal. It's like, no, now I have trust issues with you, you know?
Right.
Yes. Who raised you?
Right. Like, you can't expect someone, you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna go and do X, Y, and Z, and we're just gonna say I'm sorry afterwards, and it's all gonna be copacetic. Like,
Especially
nah,
the words have
bro.
been said, like hurtful ass shit. Wait, what? You felt that way the whole time?
Right? Like, there's no
Mhm.
reason for it. Like, dude, I've been there. So, girl.
I have cut off like friendships. I've cut off 2 friendships for the simple fact of them questioning my friendship to them. Because girl, I know I'm a good damn fucking friend, and I have never done anything for people to second guess my
Yes.
friendship.
For
And
real.
if there has been a situation, like, I've been mature enough, and I would hope for them to be mature enough to just talk it out, let me know where I was wrong and whatever. But
Yes.
never. When I have gotten apologies from these 2 girls years later, saying like, it basically saying it was me, not you. And I'm like, I know, bitch. I know, because I didn't do nothing. I did
Yeah.
not do nothing. But I'm just like, don't question me.
Girl, yes, I had that happen to me so many times. Like, I didn't talk to this person for a very long time because of my ex-partner or whatever, right? But it wasn't only because of my ex-partner. Like, she helped me open my eyes that I could say that this wasn't really a good friend, right?
Mhm.
So then years pass, and then they write me an apology or whatever, and then I talk to Babe about it. And I'm just like, she's like, you know what? Fuck it, just talk again. So then we talked, and it wasn't never the same, right? But then we left it at that. Like, we talked, and that was it. And I told Babe, like, I didn't feel comfortable. I don't think I would pursue it, but I no longer hate her, or
Yeah.
like her, right? And then I posted a video, and this person thought it was okay to be like, oh, so you did that? And I look like, oh, who is you talking to? We ain't that cool again. What? Like, excuse me? No,
No,
that's not how
ma'am.
it goes. But I do have a question for you guys. Have you ever had to cut somebody off because they dated a sibling or an in-law or anything like that? Because I had that. I told one of my friends, don't date this person because this person is just a 403. Let it be. She went ahead and got her little thingy, and he sure the hell did dog the fuck out of her. And at that point, I couldn't be her friend no more. I cut that shit off.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Okay. Sorry.
Go,
Yes.
Maya. I wanna hear Maya's story.
Oh, let's get our drinks ready, refills.
Well, I'm gonna need to stop before I say this because this situation is a doozy. It still bothers me till today because of the type of friendship I have with this person. So let me take a shot real quick. Hannah. Hannah. Cheers.
Cheers. Friends, anything.
Yes. Okay. So,
She said, yes, she's ready. She's ready.
I had a friend who was basically my first friend that I ever made when I moved to Wisconsin. And she knew my family in and out. Okay. She knew how I was. She knows about my loyalty. She knows how I roll. She knows there's certain things that aren't to be spoken upon, certain things that she just knows. Okay. She knows. So this girl would go out of her way to do things to make my brother think that she had feelings for him and talk about him and make it seem like he was like slow in the mind and stuff and talk about him as if I'm gonna sit there and be okay with it.
Mhm.
Like, she was in a group setting and I'd just be like, who are you talking about? And she'd be like, oh,
So you knew
so-and-so.
she was talking about your.
Yeah, because I'm like, hold on, pause. And it irked me because I would tell her, like, yo, like, I get it. He likes you and all this stuff, but you could do this with any other man in this city, not my brother.
Well, I
That's
think
where
there
I
should
draw
be a
the line.
automatic respect, as in the fact that if you have a best friend and if your best friend's okay with you dating him, okay, that's fine. But if your friend is telling you, like, yo, please don't for our friendship, and you still go and do it, that's fucked up.
Yes, because I know, like, my brother, he isn't the nicest of boyfriends. Okay, I'm just put it that way. And I don't want my friends to get in a relationship with him and he not be the nicest of boyfriends to them. And then they talk about him and they say something sideways. And the way my brain works is like, defend my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to
Right.
put you in your place. Like, I get what my brother did to you, but watch your mouth. You could talk about him wherever you want, but watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only one girlfriend of my brother who I will defend her over my brother any day because she deserved better. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that.
Yeah, I think I know this one, right?
Yes, and I loved her. I still, to this day, I love her. Like, girl, kudos to you. You know you're my boo. Like, I told her to leave my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will tell him, yep, I told her to leave you. You know what I'm saying? But like, this girl, she went to as far as like, we were at a whole setting where I had dinner. We were all drinking. She went out partying. She knew I was still awake. And she got into an altercation with some female. She called me the next day. She told me about the altercation, but left it at that, right? But then my other brother gives me a phone call asking me if I knew where our said brother is. And I was like, no. And he goes, well, you need to ask your friend where the F he is at because can't nobody find him. And she was the last person to talk to him. I said, what do you mean? He sends me the screenshots. This broad, instead of calling me, who's about maybe 15 minutes away from where she was at, she calls my brother who lives 2 hours away from Milwaukee. I need you to come get me. This bitch just threw a drink in my face.
2 hours away? In 2 hours, I will do some damage, bitch.
But here's the thing. My brother doesn't have a car. She knows that. He knows that he didn't have a license. She knew, well, no, listen, my accent is coming out because I'm drinking too much. She knew all of that.
Or are you mad?
My daddy's accent was coming out, and she knew all of that. I was coming from New York. But no, like, she knew everything, you know what I'm saying? And she still called for him. And there's messages of her saying to him, hurry up, drive as fast as you can, come and pick me up. I don't want to be here. Okay. So then my brother the last message that was sent to her was, damn, I think I'm going to jail. I'm getting pulled over. She goes, oh, it's okay. I got an Uber. I was livid.
No, you lying.
Bro, I was livid. So then that right there, I called her. And you know what this bitch had the audacity to say to me? Instead of like, oh shit,
I'm sorry.
I don't know why I didn't call you. She goes, oh, he really did get arrested? Bitch, what? You called me that? Bitch, throwing a drink in your face. You didn't even fight her back. But you're not going to tell me that my brother's in jail? I'm sorry, you're going to run me that fucking money to get him out. And if you don't, I know where the fuck you live. Like, you got me fucked up. And I know when you get paid because I am your bitch. You tell me these things. So guess what? I'm going to be at your house every single fucking Friday, bitch. Right there. Where's my money? Run that shit. And she was like, I don't have the money. I said, I said, okay, fine. So it's either me or my other brother coming to introduce himself to you and getting the money. So you better run that shit. She came up to my house, giving me the money. My sister ended up running out, my other sister who lived downstairs from me, run outside because she heard me and her arguing because I was checking her. Like, how do you call me your best friend? Your bitch. Yeah. You're with me every day. You know my loyalty to my family, especially that certain brother, because I worry about him so much.
Yeah.
You're going to sit there and not tell me about this, and you think you can call me your friend?
Oh, that's not cool, bro.
Your loyalty is not to me.
Risking somebody's freedom like that is not okay. I
2 hours away.
2 hours.
When bitch, you could have been
got an Uber?
That's why I was like, why didn't you call the Uber in the first place? She was like, I was drunk, Mariah. I said, I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. I had just gotten out of my little alcoholic 20s drunk phase. So there was nothing she could say to me that would make me understand what the fuck she did. Because I've been drunk and I've called, like, I would call my baby daddy the most safest person to call to take me home. And that was my husband at the time. That was my baby daddy at the time. But I would call my husband, hey, I'm drunk. I don't want to be here. Come get me. And guess what? He will come get me.
Right.
Why would you call someone 2 hours away? And why would you call their sister the next day and not even tell them?
And not even tell them, bro. Just be like, oh, you know what? I got into a fight, but I didn't
not even a fight. It wasn't a fight. A bitch threw a drink in her face and she took that shit. She didn't even fight her. So what you calling me for?
What?
That's
Yes,
messed
I'm
up.
sorry. I'm livid, so I'm yelling, so I'm probably loud in y'all speakers. But that makes me angry because guess
If
what?
you
My
have
brother's
your headphones
jail.
on, please lower your volume.
Yeah,
Thank you.
till today, my brother is still in jail. So I'm pissed. And this happened before I moved out here.
No fuck. What?
Yeah, so I'm pissed about it.
Because of that situation?
Yes. And he begged me. He would call me and beg me, please forgive her. Woody woo, blah, blah, blah. No. No. Why
So,
did
okay,
you forgive her?
Since she gave you the money, like you just haven't
Oh, I have
talked
not
to
spoken
her,
to
like
her. She blocked me because I told her if I ever find out she wrote to my brother again, I was gonna drag her ass. And I found out that she did keep in contact with him. So, you know, I'm an opportunist. So when the opportunity presents itself, I'm not gonna go looking for it. But you know,
I get okay. So at least no, not at least. At least she's writing him though, because that's fucked up. You're in there.
no, she doesn't need to write him. She
No,
is
okay.
so toxic. She is a narcissist. And my brother, he's not okay in the mind that he's gonna be like, this bitch loves me when she
Yeah.
doesn't. She just wants what he can give her. And I know for a fact because this was my bitch, she's a gold digger. She and I used to applaud her, like, yes, bitch, do you? Like, get that money. Like, you gorgeous, but don't do that shit to my brother.
Yeah.
Have some fucking have some morals, have some respect. Where is your loyalty?
Yeah.
Like that shit killed me inside. Like you were one of my closest friends. You knew how much I loved my brother. You knew how much I worried about him. And she knew how much I loved her. She was one of my closest friends. Like we spent every day together. Like I wouldn't even get mad when she was like messing around with someone I had messed around with. Like it is what it is because I looked at her more of like, that's my bitch. She would never really do anything to intentionally hurt me. But doing what she did to my brother, it hurt me to my deepest because she knew how much I was worried about my brother at that time.
Yeah.
Like you knew. Why would you do that? That don't make no damn sense.
Wow.
And I'm sorry.
Wow.
It kills me that she called me the next day to tell me about a bitch throwing a drink in her face and she didn't fight her. Like
Completely dismissed.
like, I don't know if you care or not, but no, bitch, I don't care. She threw a drink in your face and you didn't fight her. If a bitch was throwing a drink in my face and at that age that we were at, on and popping, baby, and we were getting arrested together. Like, you took that shit and you called me about it. What am I supposed to do? Find her and beat her up for you?
Oh my God. I wonder like why the girl threw a drink in her face.
Girl, I don't know.
What did I miss? Sorry, I had to
Nothing.
give my coworker.
Just like still confused about how her loyalty worked in her brain at that moment.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I was thinking about that too. I was so in shock that I gave my coworker my house address / my job address. Because I was just like, he's only 5 minutes away though, so
yeah, no, it's just like, what is like what's happening? I was so confused.
You won. The trophy goes to you. Shots. If toxic was a word, you'll find that picture.
Girl,
if toxic was a word.
That is a word, but hey, you know what? You know, if there was a picture next to toxic,
this is what I meant to say. If the dictionary had pictures under toxic, it would be her. That's what I meant.
It would be me and a whole bunch of my ex little friends.
Now I have saying a whole bunch of her ex friends.
I have multiple of them. I've had bitches who try to get with every nigga I've been with because she just low key wants to be myself. You know, shout out Ramen
You gotta
Noodles.
get in the camera.
Oh, not Ramen.
You gotta get in the camera.
Ramen Noodles. Shout out to her. I've had bitches who do what they do with my brother because I'm not gonna lie, my brother is a very handsome boy. He is not no more because I'm sorry, no offense to you, but I love you so much. But oh my god, you look like Charles Manson.
Not her saying name.
Said his name earlier. It's fine. But like I've had friends do lots of things to me. That's why my circle's so freaking small.
No, and I feel you with that, and that's why I can honestly say for the first time in the 32 years, am I 32 or 31? I'm 31. In my 31 years of life, that the circle I have, I'm keeping it for life, bro.
For real.
For life.
Because literally I can count on my friends.
Yes, like literally, I probably got room still. But these friends I have text me on the daily to say how I'm doing, or like, for example, me and Philly, we like this, right? We like this, and we can go days without talking to each other. But when we ready to talk to each other, be like, "Oh, bitch, what you doing? Let's hang out." We hanging out that same night, motherfucker, and we getting drunk, and we about to have
Yes,
time of our lives.
free.
Yeah, that's your brief. See, you always have that one, but see, all my homegirls, we have this group chat together, and we always text there, like, "Good morning, beautiful. I hope you guys are having a great day," or like, "Make sure you take care of your mental health first and fuck the world." Like we
How
be
many
vibing
add
off
me
each
to this
other.
group chat because I need that.
Yeah, right. No, I love it because it's just like I work so hard to finally. I all these years I'm like, man, I'm such a good fucking friend, and I can never get the same. And now I got it's not a lot, but the ones I do got are way more than what the fuck I had. That's for sure.
It's wild to me how you can go from being like, no lie, I hate when people call me the popular girl because that irritates my soul. Okay, because I wasn't like one of those popular girls that were mean to other people. According to
I
other
beat up the
people, they
bully.
say I'm mean to them, but honestly, ask yourself why I was mean to you because I'm not a mean person. Okay, like I was mean to those who were mean to people who I cared about. So like if you was sitting there making someone that I care about cry, I'm gonna check you on this shit. I'm gonna make you feel embarrassed since you want to embarrass them. That's just how I
Yep.
am. Like
Mhm.
Kaylee says, she's like a mother. Like she feels like she needs to take care. When it comes to my friends, I feel like if you want to step to my friend, bitch, I know I could fuck you up. Let's go. You ain't gonna touch
Hey,
her. Let's
so
go.
that's both
Like,
of you guys. You guys are the
yeah,
mama bears, right? I
yes,
used to
like
be the mama bear, and now I'm not. Teeny done
that's
took
my
that shit,
problem.
okay?
That's
Teeny
my
took that crown
problem.
and wears it proudly. She girl,
Yeah.
I'm at the club and I'm twerking like
Girl, no, that's
right?
my
And
problem.
I
I'm a
have
mama
asthma, right?
bear.
The smoke will come at the club and I'm still like,
With that
right?
inhaler,
She covers my mouth and puts my
inhaler,
hood up and I'm still twerking.
she is a ride or die. Let me tell you, I witnessed, excuse me, I have like hiccups. I witnessed her being like the most ride or die. Even to me, I have hiccups. And we'll go
You
later.
don't.
Someone else talk.
No, but I'm happy. Like I'm happy that I have the circle of friends that I do, and I'm glad that we all got strong enough to take out these toxic people from our lives, and now we get to continue to get our blessings because they were definitely stopping them. Hey, she's frozen.
To piggyback up on what I was saying, I hate it when people call me that popular girl. You know what I'm saying? Because it bothered me. Like I didn't feel like I was a popular girl because I had Jody at such a young age that like I lost all of those friends. But before that, like I had a lot of friends. When you go through something so like having a freaking baby, you lose so many people. And then as the years go on, like once you grow up, you see like certain people are only a part of certain phases of your life.
Yeah.
And you push that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even as an adult, you still go through phases because I recently just went through a phase that kind of shut it off. A really close, dear fucking friend that in the beginning I thought it was gonna hurt me, but you know what's fucking crazy? I don't miss the friendship. That's what's wild. Okay. No, that's what's wild to me because I was even talking about it to my husband. I was like, so and so just hit me up, and I don't even feel the urge to answer. Like I don't feel the urge. Usually, like if I have a friend that we kind of split, and I want to rekindle a friendship, I feel the urge to be like, hey, you know, how are you? Or I'm gonna answer as soon as you call me. Like I'm that type of friend. I will take you back instantly. But there's certain things that I just can't tolerate. If we end a friendship and you continue to do and say, like, I can't tolerate that because that makes me question me. And I can't question me. You know what I'm saying? Like I have certain values, I have certain views, and I was raised a certain way when it came to loyalty. And if you cannot be there with me, and what kills me is that this girl has always shown loyalty to me. Like always, like show me that loyalty, but for some reason, like you know the situation, Kinley. it popped
Yeah.
off a little wild. And even through all of that argument, I was still trying to keep it like aesthetic. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't trying to be mean. I was like, dog, like, you're coming at me reckless for what reason? We're friends. Let's have a conversation. But when she was like having the conversation between us three, she would not acknowledge me.
Yeah.
You could tell all of the conversations were thrown towards you.
For
Yeah.
real. Yup. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're talking
Exactly.
about the most recent friend that I had to kick out of my life, which you know of.
Oh.
So, and how Kayleen was basically a witness to, I wasn't trying to end that friendship. I really wasn't. I was letting her know, like, I love you. I don't get why you're acting like this. Like, I don't get it. I said it multiple times.
I feel like, now that you put it that way, I feel like maybe she over exaggerated it because she wanted a reason or an excuse to end the friendship.
Exactly. And that's what's killing me. It's like, for what reason though? I've never been about this person. Like, I've never disrespected her. I've never went out of my way to, like, you know, anything.
Bash her or anything.
I've always been there for her through the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, me and her have gotten irritated with each other to a point where I'm like, yo, you're irritating me. I'm gonna need to take a second from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, it was never that bad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And like, you know what? It's 2023. Go ahead, finish. My bad. Go ahead, finish. I'll finish after.
I'll give you like a little like story behind it. So basically, this person's significant other had wished death upon me while I was driving home with my children from Wisconsin. He knew my kids were in the car, and I'm a big firm believer on you speak things into existence. So how dare you, knowing I'm in the car with my children, call me out of my name, whatever you want. I know I'm a bitch. I could be a bitch, yup, because I have values and I.
But damn, a death? You dislike somebody that much, a death towards you and your kids?
Which dead ass. I hope that bitch dies or gets ran over off the road, some shit like that. And she told me what he said. Now, here's my thing. Now, if you didn't want me to feel some type of way, why would you tell me? And I said that to her multiple times. Maybe you shouldn't have told me, because you know how I am. I'm going to hold that to my heart. Like, you don't disrespect me that way. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
You don't disrespect me that way, knowing especially that I believe in that shit. Like, you don't speak things into existence, especially when I'm in the car with my children and my newborn son. Like, how dare you? And then she at first understood, but then she was supposed to be the original cast member of this. You know what I'm saying? So then she decided to try to make it seem like I was a last fucking thought to this podcast. When no, me and Kayleen have talked about this multiple years in the past. You know what I'm saying? And
I can't stand you.
And the thing is the only reasons why this person and Kayleen are even like they know of each other is because of me.
Yeah.
Oh, just like the story I told you in the beginning.
Yeah. So it's like, what you're like, what do you mean? She's trying to make it seem like I was the last thought. Like, she was trying to put me down to where even Kayleen was like, we're not gonna do that. I wrote both of you guys at the same time. Like, don't try to make someone feel less up.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, it's either her or me. I said, well, guess what, baby? I ain't going nowhere. So bye.
And then I was the last thought.
You were not a last thought. I asked you in the beginning, bitch. You said no. You said no
I
to
was
me.
going through a lot today.
So don't think you were a last thought.
No, but what I was going to say.
All that happened. And then recently she wants to call me. And no, I did not answer. Because it's like, for what reason? What is there to talk about? Not only did you continue to talk down on me through statuses, you wanted to write something to talk down about my husband. You got me so fucked up. And that is why I did not answer your phone call. And I will not answer your phone call. Because you can come for me all you want to, but do not come for my family. Especially my husband, who has been nothing but nice to you since he's met you. And been there for you when your man has not been nice to you. And you want to brag about him, baby? He's not that good of a person. So don't talk about my man. Because I got a lot to say about yours.
My man is my man is my man, my man is Tuesday and Wednesday.
But I'm just saying, don't talk about mine because my mouth is reckless. And I know for a fact everything that's gone on because you told me. And I'm not that type of friend to put you out there, but don't do that. Don't do that, because when it comes to my family, all bets are off. And this man has made me a mother and has taken care of me, so I will defend him to the death of me. So
I don't feel like I cannot stand people when they have nothing better to say or can't think of a comeback. Like then they start throwing in family members or your husband, your whatever, and it's like
bitch, no.
Bye. I'm done with this conversation. Like I'm not even gonna condone it.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. There is, and
it's just like I was gonna say. Yeah, it's just like I was gonna say earlier, you guys. Do you guys have anything else to say about this, or can I wrap it up?
No,
because this is gonna be a wrap it up. You guys are good with this?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, okay. So let's normalize. It's 2023, people. Let's wear the pants that we say we have, and let's normalize canceling relationships without breaking relationships. Okay? If you outgrown each other, that is totally fine. But have respect for the person you once cared about before to let them know you are no longer part of my story. You are no longer part of the friends that I'm looking for, but I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm just going to keep on moving forward. And I will give you more respect that way than we having to put these hands down. Because if you want these motherfucking hands, bitch, we can get them.
Period. Because these hands are rated E for everybody.
These hands are the only thing bisexual on me, baby. I'm just saying, let's normalize canceling friendships, relationships the normal way. Don't use the coward way by disrespecting or cheating. Just say you outgrew each other and that is it. That is all.
Like that's where that whole situation, like I said at the beginning, bitch, you must have been feeling some type of way this whole time for you to come out the side of your neck and be able to talk as much shit as you have.
And that's what hurts the most is that when they go that way, they go in. Like they go in, and I'd be like, damn, I don't even need to think about you this way, even though you did me wrong. I never throw your shit out like that because at one point in my life, you were my fucking best friend.
Like, dude, I still have like the deepest, darkest secrets from bitches that I can't stand, but I would never throw them under the bus because that time, at that point in place, you was my bitch and you told me that in confidence. So I got you to the death of me. But until you disrespect me, I'ma hold that for you. But once you disrespect me or someone I love, all bets are off, bro. Because we're like, even then though, I still be feeling bad. Like I know I shouldn't. People are like, you're too nice, Mariah. Like, no, because I have a certain loyalty and that makes me look at myself. So I was like, damn, you can't keep a secret, bitch. Shut up.
Right, because at the end of the day, if you snoop to their level, you are dishonoring yourself.
And listen, I feel like this is where you are nice, Smile. Because I know this friendship that you speak of, there's been multiple times where that person has disrespected you and you have just like, I'm sure you've talked about it and stuff, but you kind of just let them come back in. And I'm like,
yeah, and I get it. I get where Kay's coming from because this person is, like, you're a good person. You're an okay person when you want to be, because you have Mariah's back. When like the situation that Mariah said that me and her had to separate for a while. I don't keep that against nobody. Me and her, okay, that's fine. I'm never gonna talk shit because at one point of my life you were important to me. Then this person decided to come to me and we had a collaboration going on. And this person came to me and it made me feel some type of way because she was like, oh, I can't do this with you because my loyalty runs to Mariah. So then I also
told her, I said, don't do that. Make your money. You don't have to. I still love Nikki. I'm not friends with her.
And I respected the fact that Mariah needed the space, but then I felt some type of way because at the end of the day, I didn't do nothing and I'm not going to bash talk Mariah. So why would you feel the need to have to cancel my friendship? And then like that to me made me feel like I'm just a convenience friend.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm telling you, like, as soon as I smell immaturity, pettiness, conveniences, like, I'm just like, no, not I'm good. I'll
I'm
keep
good,
my little
yeah.
ass over here. Like,
You know what's crazy? This is how you know when a toxic detox has actually worked. When you don't miss the friendship. I don't miss the friendship. I don't miss it at one bit.
Yes,
It's sad because I love her children. Oh my God, I adore them. And she was pregnant.
she has beautiful children. We're not gonna take that away. We're not
She's
gonna take
very
that
beautiful.
away.
They're smart. I low key was trying to like betroth her
And
Otis
this
to
is
my
what's
Otis.
sad.
Like,
This is what's sad about this friendship in particular is because she's a good, like I said, she's a good person. It's just this man is making her toxic, and she doesn't see it yet. But
it
what
is
I feel like she's a
honestly-
talented woman. She's a go-getter. She got great kids. Her
Yes.
kids are smart. She has so many good things that this
She's
one
fucking
flaw.
smart. Like, let me tell you, this girl, I love her. Like, I loved her. I do still have love for her. I just don't see a friendship ever like building again. But I will say she is a very smart fucking woman. She does what she needs to do. She's very independent when she wants.
Why did I want to collab with her? Because I knew we were on the same level of creativity.
She's
I don't just collab with
talented.
anybody.
She's very talented, but it's just like the person she just is deciding to live her life with. Which I mean, you can't. You can't.
You gotta learn.
What's
on
that?
your own
What's
time.
that saying? You can't help who you fall in love with. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Yes,
But
yes.
he is dragging her down in a sense of maturity because the things that he says and does, it does not match the type of life that she should be living. And her father would
Yeah.
approve of living. If her father was still alive, I'm pretty sure he would tell her like what he said was not okay. Because I was really close with him. And this is not to disrespect you whatsoever bringing up your dad. I apologize. But it's just like, I know you think big of him because your dad thought good.
We
of
just
him.
know her potential and we want to see it. But you know what? It's like
Such
I was
potential.
10 years in a relationship that I didn't go no further. I stood. So it's in her time to learn because now in this year and a half that me and my fiance have been together, not only have we bought a car, we've bought a house, I'm in a new salon, like I'm living my dream. Like you have to learn it at your own time. And I hope that one day you do, but do not keep losing the people in your support system because at the end of the day, you're not going to have anybody and you deserve to have people on your side because you are a good person. You just need to figure out the man.
Right. And I think that's the only thing that bothers me about not being her friend is that I know that she does not have that support system because I was her only support system. It was, I talked to her constantly every day, all day long.
But you can't feel bad because then that's what like brings you back into this
that's that toxicness
friendship, you know, because if she knew or if anybody knew like, okay, this is the only person that I have that's been there, that answers my calls, blah,
You would
blah,
cherish it.
then yes, they would know to respect. They would know to like this.
And
is,
I've even
I
brought
love this
up
friendship,
excuses
you know?
for her. Like I've even told Mariah, bro, it's just she's
No
going
lie.
through it, bro. Like
No lie,
she's going
we all
through
did.
it.
No lie, we all did. You can even ask Kayleen. Like I even made up excuses for her. Like, oh, she's pregnant. Like I'm gonna just let it be. But even my aunt, like she was really close with her too, and she was like, you know, just give her some space, blah blah blah. But one day she was like, Maya, I think it's time for you to delete her. And
The
I was like, what do you
statuses is what
mean?
was the problem. It's
It was
the
the
statuses.
status. I was like, what do you mean? She goes, you haven't seen it yet? I was like, no. And she goes, well, I just delete her. Don't look at the status. But you know me. I'm like, what you mean? Like, I'm not going to just delete her because you say for me to delete her. Like, I need a reason for myself to delete her. So because I wanted to still rekindle that friendship, even through the whole argument. I kept saying, like, I fucking love you. You're acting stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to come at you reckless. It's just certain things I'm not okay with. And I'm not going to sit here and make myself uncomfortable to make you comfortable. Like, that's not how that works. This is a friendship that goes both ways. So she made a status. I ended up reading it. And she's putting down my husband, who has been nothing but nice to her. Like, no, that's not how that's going to work. No, you're done. No, you're cut off.
You're
That's
done.
me
Like
stopping
the TikTok.
indefinitely.
You're done.
And you know, my one thing about Ricky, he is very, very like opinionated about things, but when it came to her, he had nothing but nice things to say. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Jessica's one of your good, like one of your.
See, even I
friends.
had nothing but nice things to say. The only thing I had was like, you made me feel like I was a section option. Like,
that's the thing. I had nothing but nice things to say about her. That's what. In the beginning, that's what killed me.
That's the whole
like,
messed up part of this whole situation
is. Went left at, bro. Like, it's just a boundary thing. Like, I don't care to communicate with your significant other, and it shouldn't be that big of an issue. I live across country. He doesn't need to be in the phone call when we're in a conversation. Like, just tell him to go away or just call me when he's not home. It's very simple. And she went out of her way to have him a part of things that, what for?
Yeah.
Like, what for? Like, there's no reason for it. Like, he didn't even apologize.
But then, you know, everything happens.
Apologize.
Yeah, well, everything happens for a reason, because this K-Life thing actually became a real big thing. Like, we enjoying each other's company. We have our followings. We have people waiting for our lives. It became a good thing, and it would suck because when we get together, our spouses are going to be with us. And that would have been a problem. So everything happens for a reason. We just got to let God do his thing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, it was brought up, like, oh, like, when she was in the situation, we weren't going to put our significant others in this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And we agreed upon that. Like, we had pictures with them, yes, but everything else, our significant others were going to stay apart because of the disrespectfulness that came from. But now here we have this situation. No one's
and our spouses are best friends over here.
Yeah. And the thing is like, what I got disrespected for, there was no reason for it because I didn't do nothing. He thought that I was in her head saying stuff to her, geeking her up when I haven't even spoken to her because I was driving across the country. So I didn't know what was going on. But because he felt like I had so much control over her emotions, I'm drinking too much.
And what that gives to me, it means that she was putting your name in it then. Because ain't nobody finna say no type of thing unless they be like, and that's one of the easiest things to do is, oh, my spouse don't like you because you said this. Or, you know, and obviously that's your spouse, so you're gonna like listen to what they're saying. But then when it comes to the point that you're wishing death about somebody, there's no going back. Not only the person, but the kids. Like, and you think that's okay? You have kids. So what if it was the story around? How would you have felt?
This is
like if you were pregnant, driving across the country saying, I hope you and your kids die, like, what would you have done? The same thing that Mariah is doing right now.
And it bothers me because at first she understood. And she got it. But after a while, it was like as if, because he told her he felt bad about it, I should have took that as an apology. And when I told her he hasn't even apologized to me, she goes, I'm not going to force him. And she's like, what if it was the other way around?
So if he felt bad, then why? If he felt bad, then you should apologize. If Ricky would have done this without you even having to tell him, he would have apologized.
But not even. I would have instantly like either ripped it into him, or I'm not a man abuser, but he would have got popped in his mouth. You don't talk about my friends like that. Watch your mouth.
Kids. Kids have nothing to do with the situation that goes on.
I'm saying
like that's one thing I hate when people jump in and be like, well, your kid this or your thing this. Like, no, what? These kids are innocent. They're friends with your kids. What? Why would you do that?
Exactly. And at the end of the day, like, it is what it is, to be honest. Like, I at this point, the way I look at it is like, yes, we had that friendship. I had always cherished the friendship that we had. And I had told her this. I cherished the friendship we had. But now that everything has came to light and all the statuses that were put out there, it makes me look back at the friendship and be like, well, damn, all that friendship was fake. And I have nothing to be sad about. What is there to be sad about? There's nothing to be sad about. So I don't miss the friendship anymore. I really don't. I don't. My heart doesn't hurt when I think about the things that we used to do. My heart doesn't hurt when I like have no one to fucking talk to during the day. Like, it is what it is at this point.
Because I work. I get it.
You know, it just sucks. Like, it sucks that we had to go through that. And we were such good friends to each other. I would not downplay the friendship she gave me as well. She did have loyalty for me for a very long time. But I guess her loyalty is to her man, which, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. It's to your man. I have loyalty to my man. But I will not tolerate my man disrespecting not one of my friends. Even if I know my friend is wild, I'll be like, hey, watch your mouth. You can have, he be like, so-and-so is crazy. I don't get why your friends watch your mouth. I'm friends with her because I'm trying to help her get better. Like, I'm trying to help her do better. I'm the godmother in a sense. Like,
Ricky should have his own episode. Ricky should have his own episode with his little side comment.
Y'all don't understand. My man has the most funniest side comments. He's so quiet in person, but y'all
start recording him and do like a little collection.
I'm asking questions. Hey, so what do you think about this one, friend? And I'm just gonna record his answer.
Hey, no, so talking about that, I have a whole bunch of miscellaneous videos of Tootsie, and I'm doing the voiceovers talking mad shit.
Yes, I do. Tootsie gives the best fucking side eye to the camera. It's not even
bombastic side eye.
Oh my god.
But yes, it's just this toxicness. It's wild. Like you want to be there for certain people, but at some point you have to be like, look, you're not helping yourself, and I'm going out of my way to help you, but you don't want to help yourself, so I can help you.
Yep.
I feel like biggest lesson is don't ignore the red flags of a toxic relationship, friendship, whatever.
Agreed. And normalize.
If they're popping up, it's for a reason.
Yep.
Normalize demanding just common sense respect, please, because it's common sense to not put your friend in a predicament that could jeopardize their livelihood or jeopardize their lifestyle. Like
jeopardize their freedom, their lifestyle, their relationship, their anything, especially
their relationship. Like you can't expect, like I said, I didn't expect her to leave her man, but I just expected like respect face. Want to be on a phone with him. I did not want to see his face because one thing about me, you can ask anybody who knows me. I'm very blunt and I'm not a talker. And if I see someone and I know you've been talking shit, I'm gonna be like, so what's up? Man or woman, what's
not
up?
The giggle. It's the giggle for me.
Because Kaylee knows I'm for real. Like she's seen it. She's seen me in the club check some bitches over her and Jessica. Like don't talk. Don't think that you can talk some type of way and I'm not gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. Kaylee knows. She's been firsthand witness to my shit.
You know that little sound that goes on SpongeBob, the little dolphin noise.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to use that on Mariah.
Do this whole episode. It's like,
well. With that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and take our last shot of season 1, and we will see you guys in the fall. We will be doing lives in between here and there.
Yes, it will.
We have families, we have vacations, and we have a lot of shit going on. So with that being said, it is the summer. So with that being said, let's lift up our shots and let's say thank you to our first season of K1.
Y'all. Thank you guys for all the views. We love you all.
Cheers.
Kayleen over here chasing her shit with a fucking beer.
It works.
That's my homegirl. That's my homegirl.
All right, y'all. So we love you all. We'll see you Tipsy Tuesdays.
Bye.
We will let you know when we'll do our lives, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Ride on there for the clout, put up a fight or down for the count, so get familiar. You're the water, it don't matter the route, we keep it moving, there's no room for the doubt. We're La Familia, there for the ride.